Hello, everybody, and welcome to Whiskey Daddy Review number 21. We've reached 21. I can't believe it. Today, as promised, Colonel E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. A lot of demand to put this whiskey on the show, and so here it is. Big shout out to Skip Berry. Thanks, buddy. He's the one that procured this bottle for me and sent it way down from wherever the hell you live, Skip, down to South Carolina for me so I could get it. I appreciate it, buddy. In my area, this might as well be a unicorn. Can't find it. Good corks on these, on the Colonel E.H. Taylor's. Natural cork, I like these. I use these sometimes for other bottles of whiskey that have really shitty corks, like Smooth Ambler. Love your juice. You guys are doing great jobs, but your corks are complete shit. I had a little bit of whiskey sitting there. I like to do that with these higher proof whiskeys. Got some aeration going on in that, a little bit amount of alcohol, a small amount of alcohol, and then pour a fresh pour on top of that. Neat on the nose. 127.2 proof. 63.6% ABV. Aroma, molasses, wood, cinnamon, sweet dark chocolate. It still smells, it's big and bold, fairly young. Colonel E.H. Taylor is known for their bottled in bond, which is at least 4 years old. And a straight whiskey that says straight whiskey on the label, as this one does, if it does not have an age statement on the bottle, then it is at least 4 years old. But it doesn't necessarily have to come from the same distilling session or the same distilling season. They do put out a different batch of this every year, but it's unclear if it's just from that particular year or if they're batching some of that together. I don't know. I would assume that they are, but it doesn't say it on the label, and I haven't found the information that tells me clearly that that is the case. So this is most likely batched from several different age groups or several different distilling sessions. But I still wouldn't put it more than 6 years old. It just has that little bit of that young bourbon sharpness to it. All right, let's throw a little bit of water on this. It's going to need it. It's a big boy. Big, bold, spicy whiskey. All right, now with the water, I'm getting a little more caramel. I'm getting a hint of tobacco in there. And now I'm getting that coconut note that I find a lot with these barrel proofs. And a little bit of that banana that I found, or like a banana Foster that I found in the single barrel. It's not quite as prominent. It's hidden more behind this wall of like a molasses smell. It goes past brown sugar into molasses. Maybe a hint of baked apple in there too. Let's take a sip. Boy, it punches you in the face. Ooh. A little coffee note there on the finish. All right. Arrival is intense. It's intense spice, intense sweetness as well. Well balanced. Brown sugar turning into spicier brown sugar. And in the development, you get more of that oak. You get more of that scorched molasses. Not like a rum molasses. It's not like that. This isn't quite that burnt. Some dark fruits in there. Okay. And some chocolate coming in the latter part of the development and then turning into more like a toffee/coffee in the finish. Pretty long finish too. Very bold, spicy, long finish. Still getting some of that cinnamon and nutmeg right in my cheeks here. Big whiskey. Hint of red hots on the finish. Sweet, bold, Spicy. Has a little bit of pineapple in there. There's definitely some crushed tropical fruits in there. It is that long-lasting spiciness. I guess the word I would really use for this is just bold, spicy. This is the bold, spicy blend from them. I think, and I'd love to see this a bit older. Of course, there is older offerings from Buffalo Trace that have a similar mash bill um, that I've tasted them, and that additional roundness that comes in, I think, is necessary at this particular strength. So whiskey, it stands up pretty well to water, and I think maybe that's why I like the single barrel a little bit better at 100 proof. Of course, it depends on the barrel that you get, but the one that I had recently, I preferred a little bit more than this. But everything coming out of Frankfort, Kentucky is doing pretty darn good in my opinion. Not bad. Not bad at all. Bold, but I still like that single barrel better. I think it has a little bit more of that tropical fruit element. I think with this one, the alcohol content is so high in this young whiskey, it makes the mouth feel a little bit difficult on it. It's a little better if you had a glass or two because your tongue and your mouth get a little bit anesthetized. Price range on this one anywhere between 80 to 120, depending on where you find it. It's hard to find, as is the single barrel. The small batch and the straight rye are typically a little bit easier to find, so you might be able to locate some of those. I really appreciate you guys tuning in to Whiskey Daddy. Here's to your support. Thanks for watching the videos. Continue to watch them. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And next time, I'll be bringing you a offering from High West, the Yippee Ki-Yay, batch number 1. I'll see you guys then. Bye.